First-time jobless claims were down more than expected last week, falling by 12,000 to the lowest level since the first week of the year. President Obama calls that a hopeful sign. But as Chief Washington correspondent Jim Engel reports, there are serious questions about another set of numbers as the president gears up for another big jobs push.
Though President Obama has repeatedly touted the administration's effort to create jobs, with the unemployment rate high and rising, he announced today he's convening a forum on jobs and economic growth in December.
We'll gather CEOs and small business owners, economists and financial experts, as well as representatives from labor unions and nonprofit groups to talk about how we can work together to create jobs and get this economy moving again.
Some might think the administration had already sought all the advice and counsel it could find, given that unemployment is at a 26-year high of 10.2%, and after months of praise for the number of jobs the White House claimed its stimulus had created.
It's important that we don't make any ill-considered decisions, even with the best of intentions, particularly at a time when our resources are so limited.
I think the purpose of the summit is basically just public relations, is to try to convince people that the administration is doing a good job.
And there is a political problem because the administration had announced with great precision that 640,329 jobs had been created by the stimulus Mr. Obama put in place several months ago. But local newspapers all over the country are reporting that claims of jobs created by the stimulus are, as the Boston Globe put it, wildly exaggerated. For instance, the Globe found that the city of Waltham reported a $630,000 solar panel installed on City Hall created 10 jobs. The problem is the work hasn't even started yet. The Globe also reports that Bridgewater State College received some $77,000 in stimulus money and created 160 full-time work-study jobs. But the Globe reported the actual number of new jobs was almost nothing.
There are a lot of ways it can get exaggerated. One is that, of course, nobody has a really compelling incentive to get these numbers exactly right. Indeed, a lot of people, I think, feel that it's their job to say that the stimulus is working, and so there's some tendency to lean the direction of saying that lots of jobs have been saved or created.
In Wisconsin, the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel found that claims the stimulus created 10,000 jobs in Wisconsin were, quote, rife with errors. In the case of money for sewer repairs, for instance, 5 new jobs were listed as 50 and then double counted, so 5 turned into 100.
At this point, it's very difficult to call it accurate. There are cases where there are millions and millions of dollars being spent with no jobs reported against it.
Or in some cases, just the opposite. One Wisconsin migrant group said that an $18,000 grant had saved 113 jobs, putting the cost of each full-time job at about $160 a year. Though the administration continues to praise all the jobs created, calling that summit, that meeting in December, seems to acknowledge the stimulus isn't working, or perhaps that the political problems are growing faster than unemployment. Brett?
We'll keep tracking it. Jim, thank you.